Hi there, I'm Barry from You Can Learn, and today I'm going to show you how to play Needle and the Damage Done by Neil Young on a low G ukulele. The song is about the effects of heroin addiction on musicians that Neil Young was close to, in particular his Crazy Horse bandmate Danny Whitten, who died in 1972, the year the song was written. So I'm going to teach you the whole song. If you want to download the tab, you can do so at the You Can Learn website. I've also created a cover version of the song, and I'll put links to those in the comments below. Okay, so the quote for today is by Neil Young himself, and he said, "Being a musician enables a person to bend the notes and express things inside you no matter what." And so, yeah, just wonder if that chimes with you at all. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so let's get started. The song is in D, the same key as the original, so here are the chords that I'll be using for the song. If you need any help understanding the tab, I've made a short explanatory video which you can find in the links below, and there's a card above. Okay, so let's look at the first 4 bars. So it's played at 4 beats to the bar, divided up into 8 notes, but rather than playing it like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this song, you give it a bit of a swing, or what's described as a triplet feel, like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or to be more precise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. With you emphasizing the 4th note and hardly playing the 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I describe this arrangement as a chord melody, by which I mean it's a song that is strummed with a melody picked out whilst you're strumming. I tend to strum myself using my middle finger, this one, and my thumb held together, with the middle finger doing the downstroke and the thumb on the upstroke. And when I'm going up and down, it feels like I'm just rolling a kind of a grain of sand or something between them, like this. With a chord melody, I'm generally hitting several strings, but I home in a bit more on one string when you want to pick out a particular note. So, for example, with bars 2 and 3, I'm going. Anyway, we'll look at this in more depth now. So looking at bars 2 to 5, if I was just going to pick them, it would sound something like this. But when you strum them, you just flesh it out a bit more. So with bar 2, instead of, it sounds like this. So let's break it down. So you're holding a D chord, and as you can see from the numbers below the tab, I'm using my 2nd fretboard finger for G2, my 3rd finger for C2, and my 4th or little finger for E2. So the first note is a downstroke, and you're just hitting the G2 fully and C2 more lightly, which the brackets indicate. So you play those 2 again on the 2nd note with an upstroke. So the 3rd note, you also include E2 on the downstroke. So just playing those 3. Then on the 4th note, with an emphasized upstroke, you play both the open E and A strings. So note 5 is G2 and C2 downstroke lightly. So that would go from the beginning. For bar 6, you put E2 back and play it with an upstroke. then a downstroke on the 7th note and an upstroke on the 8th. So those last 3 would be. So let's play all those 8 notes together slowly. Play a bit faster. So we're going down, up, down, up, up, down, up. A bit faster. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so for bars 3, 4, and 5, you're playing the same strumming pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, up. On bar 3, if it were picked, it would go something like this. And the only difference from bar 2 is on the first note, you play an F sharp diminished chord, which is G2, E, and E2. So then back to D, same as bar 2 for the rest of the bars. So that's slowly, that's a bit faster. For bar 4, you hold down a D suspended 2 chord, which is G4, C2, and E and A for the whole bar, with again using the same rhythm and strumming pattern as bar 2 indicated in the tab. So slowly, a bit faster. And then bar 5 is almost exactly the same as bar 4, but instead of playing G4, you play G3, which turns the chord into a very wordy B flat major diminished 5 chord, and which goes like this. So let's play those 4 bars from bar 2 to bar 5. So. Play that a bit faster. Okay, on to the next 4 bars. So bar 6, you're doing a walk up in the key of C, and the rhythm changes to bum, 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 bum. If I were only to pick it, it would sound like this. But strummed, it sounds like this, which gives it that Neil Youngy feel. So let's break this down. So the first 2 notes are a down and an upstroke with G and C. And then note 3, hammer on a C2 on a downstroke, followed by C and E for the 4th note on an upstroke. So for notes 5 and 6, play G, C, and E3 using a down, then an upstroke. So note 7, you slide up on a downstroke from E3 to E5, also hitting the E string. So, and then note 8, play E and A on an upstroke. So that is. So let's play that slowly. Bit faster. Okay, for bars 7 to 9, the rhythm changes slightly again to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Remember to keep that swing, so it's not down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so with bar 7, continuing in the key of C, if it were picked, it would be like this. And fleshed out with a strum, it would sound like this. By now, you should be able to work out that the north pointed arrow in the tab is the downstroke, a bit a bit counterintuitive at first, and the south pointed arrow is the upstroke. So for note 1 and 2, you're basically playing C, E, and A1, down and up. Similarly for 3 and 4, that'll be C, E, and A. Then 5 and 6, it's G, C, E3, and A. And for note 7 and 8, that's G, C, E1, and A. So let's play that bar slowly. For bar 8, you're holding down that D suspended 2 chord again. And if it were picked, it would go like, and strummed. Make sure you use your first fretboard finger for C2 and your second for G4 to transition nicely into the next bar. So you kind of just cascade down the chords. So you just go. So just emphasizing each string basically. So you're basically playing A, E, C, G. So let's play that again slowly, that bar. A bit faster. Then bar 8, you hold down an E add 11 chord. So keep your second finger on G4 and place your third finger on C4 and your little finger on E4. Again, if it were picked, it would go E4, C4, G4, G2. So with G2, you use your first finger. And then with the strumming again, you do a similar cascade. Okay, so let's play those 4 bars from bars 6 to 9. Slowly at first. A bit faster. Okay, moving on. So bars 10 to 13 are the same as bars 2 to 5, and the verse starts here. So, I got you knocking on the cellar door. Love you, baby, can I have some more? Or if you want to do it in Neil's falsetto, I got you knocking on the cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Okay, I'm very much in demand for my falsetto, by the way. Okay, so let's look at the next 4 bars now. So the first 2 bars, 14 to 15, you play the following rhythm: 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and, or down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So bar 14 is played in C. So that's G, C, E, and A3. So you play it like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then similarly for bar 15, you hold an F chord. So that's G2, C, and E1 and A. So that goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again. So bar 16, the rhythm for this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You're playing that D suspended 2 again, playing G4 with your second finger and C2. And you play these 2 on the first and 4 notes of the bar with the higher E and A of the chord on the rest of the notes, like so. Okay, then bar 17 is just a little bit trickier. So you're playing the E add 11 again. So that's with your second finger on G4, your third finger on C4, and your little finger on E4. And the rhythm for this is bum, 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 bum. And if it were picked, it would be something like... Okay, so let's break that down. So the first two notes are a down and up stroke on the full chord. Then with note 3, hammer on C4 from C2 on a downstroke, and also just catching the G4 as well. So slowly. And then followed by G4, C4 and E on the upstroke on note 4. So from the beginning, that would be... For note 5, slide up G4 and C4 to G6 and C6 with a downstroke. Then play G6, C6 and E on the upstroke. So... And then for notes 7 and 8, play G4, C4 and E4 down and up. So let's just do that slowly. A bit faster. So let's play those 4 chords now slowly. Bit faster. One more time. The damage done. Okay, then the second verse, I hit the city and I lost my band. From bars 18 to 25 are the same as bars 10 to 17. So I'll play them through slowly. Then bars 26 to 49 are the same as bars 2 to 25. Verse 3, I sing the song because I love the man, comes in at bar 34. And the final verse, I've seen the needle and the damage done, that comes in at bar 42. Okay, so finally the 4 bars of the outro from bars 54 to 53 are a slight variation of bars 2 to 5. It's pretty much the same pattern, but the final note of the first 2 bars carries on to the next bar, and the last bar is played differently. That sounds a bit complicated, but it'll be easier when I go through it. Anyway, here's what the 4 bars sound like. And the rhythm for those 4 bars goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. And here's what it would sound like picked. So let's have a look at it. In bar 50, you start off holding the D chord and strumming down, up, down with G2, C2 and E2. And then on the next upstroke, strum G2, C2, E and A for a whole note. So I'll play that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 3 notes, strum the D chord up, down, up, playing G2, C, and E2 on the final up, like this. 6, 7, 8. That up note lasts for a whole note and carries on into bar 51, where you again play an up, down, up sequence on the D chord, this time playing G2, C2, and E on the final up. Play that. So up, down, up. Okay, and then that up note lasts for a whole note. Up, down, up. Then similarly, strum another up, down, up sequence, playing again D for the first two notes, then quickly shifting to D suspended 2 for the last upstroke note, like this. So that's up, down, up, or 6, 7, 8. That moves you into bar 52, still playing D suspended 2, where you do 2 further up, down sequences, like so. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And finally finishing off at bar 53, playing the B flat major diminished 5 with a downstroke on G3 and C2 for half a note, and then 2 full notes playing the full chord, G3, C2, E and A, like so. Okay, so let's play those again from the beginning. So from bar 50. Bit quicker. And that's the whole song. As I said earlier, I've done a cover version of the song, which you can find a link to in the comments below. With that, you can practice it with a version at full tempo and later in the video at half tempo, if you need to gradually build up your speed. Anyway, hope you like it. Thanks for your interest. Bye now. Okay, that's as far as it goes here. If you'd like to learn the rest of the song, just go to the You Can Learn website at www.youcanlearn.com. Okay, well, thanks for listening. Bye now.